Welcome to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, where the temperatures and humidity are high and conditions will be tough for the drivers. So what challenges does this Abu Dhabi circuit particularly pose the drivers?
This is a very difficult circuit to master. It's a braking circuit, and that's where the majority of mistakes will happen here today. The final sector is particularly difficult as it's a very technical part of the track to get right, especially in qualifying when you're right on the limit.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video here today. We are here for the finale of Season 1 of my F1 2019 career mode here in the Racing Point. It feels a little bit surreal, to be honest, not gonna lie. It feels like not that long ago we were awaiting 5 red lights back in, all the way back in Australia. And now we're here at Abu Dhabi. There was a voice crack there, Jesus, that was horrible. Sorry about that. But, anyway, so yeah, here we are for the final race of Season 1 here at Abu Dhabi. Practice, it went probably a bit 50-50 actually. We had a few problems. The most notable one, as you can see on your screen right there, we actually tapped the ball and ended up with a right rear puncture, which was quite unusual. I've never seen that happen. I don't know if we run over a bit of front wing, but yeah, that was quite odd to see, not gonna lie. But yeah, other than that, we had a few little moments, but nothing too dramatic. We had a few spins, as you can see right there. But yeah, other than that, we got through all the practice programs fairly well. I think the only one we didn't pass off the top of my head was qualifying pace, which I think we missed out by probably half a second, I think, if my memory's correct. I only did this race about 2-3 days ago, so I should remember what happened, but yeah, it's yeah, there you go, short-term memory loss. It's yeah, that's a thing, and I suffer from it, so don't hurt me. Anyway, but oh, I think that's really everything that I need to say, so yeah, let's just get this show on the road and let's just enjoy this final race. As I said, practice fairly swimmingly apart from qualifying pace. Race strategy and qualifying pace as well. I decided to do these in practice too, knowing that it'd be more like what the actual conditions in qualifying were going to be like. As you can see, come across the line and we are quite a way off. So that felt like a good lap as well. That was a really confusing bit, which was a bit like the actual proper qualifying in Brazil last time out. Felt like we set a good lap, but the time just wasn't there. So I don't know, that's a bit of an odd one, that. But yeah, anyway, that was practice. We get a reasonable chunk of resource points, 115. That'll top us up to 180. Obviously, by the end of this episode, I think we should have probably around 2,000 or something. But yeah, this has been practice, so what are we going to do? Let's just go into here real quick. Might go have a look at the R&D screen. 600 resource points, team's bonus. I think we should get that at the end of this race. So yeah, I think we're still best of the rest on the R&D side of things. Probably going to look at purchasing that rear downforce upgrade if we can at the end of this episode. What I'm actually going to do here as well is I'm thinking about putting in all new engine components as well for the final race, just depending on where we qualify. But yeah, that's everything, I think. So let's get into qualifying for the final race of Season 1. Let's go.
Here we are at the beautiful Yas Island circuit, where qualifying is about to begin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the action. Looking at this field today, Anthony, do you think we're going to see anyone take a chance? Maybe run the hard tyres and save some of the grippier tyres for the race tomorrow?
Well, I'd be surprised in all honesty. It's only the front runners that really have the pace to get away with that. And even then, at the end of the day, it's a big risk. Track position is the most important thing, and it's rarely worth sacrificing for a slightly more optimal strategy in the race, so I doubt we're going to see anyone trying it. I have been wrong before though. We certainly do see some risky decisions every now and then, and it's a gamble that's sometimes worth taking. But if it were me in the car, I would want to be on the fastest tyre for my qualifying lap, without a doubt.
Alright, welcome guys to the garage for the final time. Qualifying here in Season 1, final race, Abu Dhabi. Here we go, under lights. On some level, I just want to enjoy this. We've got third in the Drivers' Championship wrapped up and third in the Constructors as well. Our teammate Perez, I think, could still overhaul one or two of the Red Bulls, but they do need a very bad race here today, so we'll see what happens. But qualifying, decided to go out right at the start of the session, try and get a time on the board. Not that great, to be brutally honest, only puts us in P14, so decided come in, put on another set of soft compound tyres and go out right at the end of the session. As you can see now, we're heading out for our final run. That was a really cool shot. We'll cut on to the end of the lap now. We're up by a little bit as we come across the line. I don't think we're actually out of Q1. No, it's only 16. Wow. Okay, so we have not done a good job at all. Perez all the way up in P4 and we are languishing down in 16th position. So, and we've been out qualified by Charles Leclerc on medium tyres as well. So we could have knocked a Ferrari into the bottom 5 had we gone that tad bit quicker. Oh man, on some level that's really annoying. That would have been cool. But anyway, so that's a bit unfortunate. It's going to be P16 for us here at Abu Dhabi. Not exactly where we want to be, but on the upside, we'll have fresh tyres for the start of the race. I'm going to be taking a new engine, a new gearbox, and let's just go hell for leather and enjoy this final race.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
Thank you very much, Jeff. We'll try and do what we can. So we'll go now and put in all new engine components and a new gearbox as well. So we'll be starting last for the final race here at Abu Dhabi. And on some level, we're really just enjoying this, and let's just see what we can do from last on the grid. But without further ado, it's time to go to the grid for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's go.
So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains here in the United Arab Emirates on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 21 corners here at Yas Island Circuit with 10 to the right and 11 to the left. It's a total lap distance of 3.4 miles. 2 long straights open up some passing opportunities into the chicanes, and we expect average lap speeds of around 123 miles per hour. Alongside me for one final time this season, it's Anthony Davidson. What a year it's been, Ant. It's been an absolute pleasure. And now, how are you feeling ahead of lights out tonight?
Well, it's been a breathtaking year of F1 action, and there's one more sting in the tail to come here tonight, I reckon. We've been all around the world, but there's still everything to fight for, and what an occasion it is as well. There's a real sense of anticipation every time we come here to Abu Dhabi, and here's hoping it's a fitting end to a very special season.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, and Butler, Perez, Raikkonen, Kvyat, and Daniel Ricciardo, Stroll, Magnussen, Max Verstappen. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Russell, Albon, Grosjean, Robert Kubica and Lando Norris, Faber and Lee. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You're lower on the grid than we wanted. See to it that we improve throughout the race.
Alright, welcome guys to the grid of the final race of Season 1 here at Abu Dhabi. Starting at the back, not ideal for the final race of the season, but in saying that, we do have a brand new power unit, brand new gearbox as well, starting on a new set of tyres as well. We're going to do a medium to hard strategy, just something nice and simple, and hopefully that can elevate us up the field a little bit, maybe grab us some track position as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. But yeah, numerous amount of DAI with grid penalties as well. You see Lucas Weber, Lando Norris directly in front of us. Both of them, well, my guess would be that they probably made it through to Q3. If not, they were probably 11th or 12th or something. So That's a little bit different. You can see there's a Williams up there in about 14th or 15th, so that's definitely not normal. So hopefully we can try and do something about that and resume some normality in this field, in this order at the moment. But I'm not going to lie, I really am just wanting to enjoy this final race. I'm really just going to treat this like a, well, I can't even think of the word, like how I'm trying to explain this. We're just going to go hell for leather and see how we go. It's as simple as that, basically. We're just going to give it all we got, but I mean, we always do, and let's just see where we can come away with and where we can finish Season 1. I'm very hyped about Season 2, I'm not going to lie. I haven't started recording that yet. That'll probably commence tomorrow, maybe, at some point. But, yeah, we can't ramble on about Season 2 too much, because we've still got to finish off Season 1. So here we go. 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and away we go. Looks like a fairly average launch on the hard of tyre. Lando Norris doesn't really go anywhere off the line, so we're going to try and pinch the Alpha driver if we can round the outside. Can we try to do something to Lucas' favour? No, not quite. Side by side with Lando now, up the hill. We get the move done around the outside. That's up to P19. Next up, Lucas' favour, Robert Kubica. Can we dive some of these guys? Yes, we will. Up the inside, we dive a Haas as well of Romain Grosjean. George Russell is next in the Williams in P15. Can we dive up the inside of him? Yes, we can. Into the hairpin now. We should get this move done on traction, and we do. That's up to P15. 5 spots gained already, literally in one sector of the race. So, very, very good start. Alex Albon next up, so we'll try and make a move on the tyre driver if we can. Late on the brakes here is... Oh, we've almost hit him. Oh, bloody hell, that was close. I couldn't even think of what I wanted to say then, but geez, that wouldn't have wanted to been any closer. Otherwise, there might have been some problems. But anyway, cutting on to lap 2. We might try and do this again if we can. We've got Alex Albon. I think that's Max Verstappen, Kevin Magnussen, Lance Stroll going at it. So we'll try and get by Albon and Magnussen if we can. 3 wide now on the, quote, second back straight. Going down into this left-hander now. Albon brakes really deep. We're going to try going around the outside of the Toro Rosso driver. Side by side through here now, and so close to making contact. I'm not sure if we did, but we do get the move done. That's up to P13, so making real nice progress here at the start of this race. Coming up to lap 3 onto the back straight. Lance Stroll, goodbye. Simple as that, just blast past him with DRS. That's up to P12. Next up is Max Verstappen. I don't foresee us challenging the Red Bull today. That's just me, obviously. Getting into lap 4, team radio.
Gap to teammate ahead is 7.1 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in sync. The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.0.
Alright, so just getting a quick update on the whereabouts of our teammate Sergio Perez. Already 7.5 seconds up the road basically in less than 4 laps, so that's a little bit depressing if anything, but getting on to lap 5, we're going to try and make the move on the torpedo, Danny Kvyat. Can't quite get it done coming into the little left right section, but we have DRS again, so here we go. Hot lap, rich fuel mixture, DRS slipstream, and there we go, job done. That's up to P11, just make sure we get it stopped. We should do little lock up on the left front, but no harm done. We get the move done, and that's up to P11. Next up, Max Verstappen, just kind of following the Red Bull driver through here at the moment, not going to lie, just really just he's just picking off the AI and then we're just trying to follow suit. But coming into lap 6, there's contact between the former teammates. Verstappen locks up, runs into Ricciardo, slows both of them up dreadfully. We're going to try and get by both of them here if we can. DRS overtake, rich fuel mixture, and we get by Verstappen and Ricciardo in one foul swoop. Ricciardo will not be happy about that, losing a position effectively because of Max Verstappen locking up there. Just forced both of them to lose so much mid-corner speed, and we just had such a run on them coming onto the back straight, and there's just nothing they could do. They're cutting on to lap 8. Speaking of Max Verstappen, he comes back at us quite quickly there, and up the inside, and he gets the job done. We had a little lock up on the left front, but no harm done. But with DRS overtake rich fuel mixture, we get the second bite of the cherry, and we go right back around him. So there we go. Make sure we get it stopped, and that's back up to P9 again. Next up is Kimi Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo, so we'll try and catch up to the old fella and see if we can try and make a move on the pin. Cutting on to lap 10. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do so. Lewis Hamilton, however, blast past us with DRS. He's on a new set of soft tyres. Crucially, he's already made a pit stop. So Hamilton basically had a pit stop's lead over us in 10 laps. So that just proves how mentally fast that Silver Arrow is here today. But anyway, cutting on to lap 12. Now we've got Sebastian Vettel trying to go around the outside. Not really a place where you overtake Sebastian. And we keep hold of P2 for the moment. Had to catch my breath there for a little bit. Sorry about that. But here comes Seb again up the inside now. And Charles Leclerc, his teammate, right behind him as well, in turn, right behind us. So undoubtedly he will try and blast past us with the help of DRS, Slipstream, and everything else that is available to him to do so. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do so, but cutting on to the end of lap 12, we come into the pits. Charles Leclerc gets released to go chase after his teammate, but for us, it's time for a pit stop. Coming in for a set of hard tyres now. No one else in the pit, so shouldn't be any delays. Hoping for a quick pit stop from the lads here. Here we go, medium tyres come off, new set of hards go on. Away we go, pretty decent stop there from the guys, so buy them a beer. And yeah, here we go. Coming back out onto the racetrack now, down under the tunnel. That's a really cool shot, I really like that. Coming back onto the track now, there's a Toro Rosso there just to our right somewhere. I think that is Danny Kvyat. And we're just going to re-emerge ahead, are we? Side by side. Kvyat low, warmer, fresher, medium tyres. Not fresher, medium tyres, what am I on about? Anyway, warmer, medium tyres, more to the point, softer compound. Just able to brake that much later. Drives cleaner into our outside, but we do have DRS, Slipstream, overtake, rich fuel mixture, and we should go clean back past the Toro Rosso, and we do. Let's back up to P11. Next up is our fellow countryman, Danny Rick, on the soft tyres. So he's doing a two-stop in this race, which is kind of odd. I would have expected some of these guys down in the likes of 11th, 12th, basically, you know, back down to me in last to try this alternate strategy. But no, basically everybody is trying a two-stop, so be interesting to see where we end up at the end of the race. But there we go, we get past our fellow countryman. That's up to P8. Next up is Kimi Räikkönen, and he is a long way up the road, so we probably won't be seeing him anytime soon. I think he does have to stop again though. I think he's on a two-stop as well. Cutting on to lap 23, and indeed he was, and so have all the leaders. And with 5 laps to go, we find ourselves in P4. So all of a sudden, we're not that far off a podium. The top 3 have stopped, so they're going hard to the end now. So P4 is the maximum we can hope for right now. But we got a hard charging Valtteri Bottas. You've got Sergio Perez there. You've got both the Red Bulls of Gasly and Max Verstappen right there behind us. So one mistake and we could effectively drop all the way down to P8. I really want to try and hang on to this. I want to try and beat our teammate in this final race to carry some bragging rights in. But at the same time, to beat a works Mercedes would be pretty damn cool. So we're going to try and fight back. Bottas lock up on the left front. So do we. We make a little bit of contact. Very reminiscent of Ricciardo and Verstappen-esque. I think back on lap 6, whenever it was. But we get a second bite of the cherry again. DRS, rich fuel mixture, overtake. We don't even need slipstream. We just power back past that Silver Arrow. But Bottas lunges back up the inside. Where the hell did that come from? He sent it back up the inside. We just hang on for another lap. But Jesus Christ, he just sent it up the inside there at the end of the back straight. Really caught me by surprise. Going on to lap 25. Sergio Perez has now made his way to the front of the queue trying to have a go at us. Alex Albon is out of the session now, so unfortunate for the Toro Rosso driver, failing to finish the final race of Season 1, but unfortunate for him. Let's have a look what happened. I don't really see any smoke, so maybe a gearbox failure, hydraulics failure maybe, a bit unusual there, but here we go on the back straight. Perez tries to make the move on us, goes around the outside. We're going to brake really late, little lock up on the left front. That was a bit more than a little lock up actually, that was a big lock up on the left front. But we get DRS on this second back straight now, and we should get back ahead. DRS, overtake, rich fuel mixture, and we go back into P4. Expecting a dive from Perez here, and he sends it just like Bottas did. Side by side between the teammates now. But once again, we just hang on to P4. We're really having to work for this at the moment. These guys are not giving it to us. Onto the penultimate lap of the race now. Perez tries again. goes around the outside, and he's got the move done this time. Yellow flag behind us as well. I think that might be an Alfa Romeo. Probably Kimi Raikkonen would be my guess. But we'll cut to the replay cameras now, try and get a bit of a different shot of this. We're going to try and fight back against Sergio if we can. Round the outside at the end of the second back straight. So close between the teammates. He cuts the corner a little bit, knocks over the bollard. Still side by side. We're trying to go round the outside of the Mexican. Are we going to get this done? Side by side still. Someone's going to have to back out. Side by side through here doesn't work. Perez very deep on the brakes. A little bit of contact. We run into him a little bit there. We've completely lost the back end of the car. Contact with Valtteri Bottas now as the Mercedes gets by. And we are really struggling right now in terms of tyres, fuel, ERS. We're just struggling period right now. It's really just, yeah, it's not fun right now here at the end where tyres are absolutely gone. Really struggling to try and stay ahead of these two Red Bulls. But we're in a shot here to try and get back past Valtteri Bottas. We'll cut to Pierre Gasly now and get a bit of a different shot of this. We looked to the outside, but there was just nothing we could do. We weren't close enough. We're right under the rear wing of the Silver Arrow, praying for a mistake. But unfortunately, that does not happen. Bottas was able to fend us off brilliantly, and he's going to come home with a P5 in the final race. But meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel is going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for the finale of Season 1, so congrats to Ferrari. Hamilton comes home for P2 for Mercedes, with Charles Leclerc in P3. So they'll be happy with that, no doubt. Perez rounds the final corner to finish P4, Bottas P5. But for us, it's the end of Season 1 with a P6 finish. It's a pretty successful season. I'm happy.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Ferrari are at it again, an excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Lee. They pushed and pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So there we go, guys. That's been Season 1 of my F1 2019 career mode. Done and dusted. Last to P6. That's I didn't expect that, not gonna lie. Especially with the pace that the leaders were showing. Perez pulling 8 seconds on us in 4 laps. I didn't expect to be fighting our teammate at the end there, but we were. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Perez comes home in P4, ourselves in P6. So all in all, pretty solid way to round out Season 1. Driver standings, we come home in P3 behind the 2 Silver Arrows. Perez comes home in P7, splitting the 2 Red Bulls. So he'll have to be pretty happy with that, no doubt. In the Constructors, we come home in P3, in between Ferrari and Red Bull. So that's absolutely awesome. Very happy with that. And I'm sure Otmar Saf now will be too. But let's go talk to Claire.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Just drive as hard as we could, really. There's nothing apart from that. We had a really good engine in the back and it paid dividends.
That was a good race for Lucas. Are you pleased to see him doing well?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to see an ex-teammate doing well, especially when he's not Devon Butler and he's not a prick. But anyway.
You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip?
No, I don't think so. We probably don't have the best chassis or aero package on the grid, but it's still pretty decent.
Appreciate your time.
Alright, thank you very much, Claire. So there we go, Season 1 officially done and dusted in the record books, P3 in the drivers and constructors. Certainly didn't expect that at the start of the season, but miracles do happen, and there's proof. But anyway, we should get a solid chunk of resource points, 600, and an end of season bonus of nearly 1,200, so we're looking good heading into the new season. But let's go talk to Emma about Season 2 and see what she thinks about Bill, shall we? Let's see.
Nice job this season. You've been performing well, and that's putting us in a strong negotiating position contract-wise. Plus, my 10%'s getting more valuable. So enjoy your break, and keep up the good work next year.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
Alright, thank you very much, Jeff, Emma, everybody. So there we go, guys. I think there's a contract negotiation to do. Yes, there is. Alright. So let's go have a look at this quickly before we round out today's video. As I said also, Season 2 has not started production yet. I'll probably actually go do that as soon as I finish recording this, so that's I'll go make that happen. But contract-wise, gonna go pretty aggressive. Let's see if they accept this.
Our proposal has been accepted. The new contract will take effect from the next race weekend.
Alright, sweet. We have our contract set in stone for Season 2. So there we go, guys. This has been Season 1 of my F1 2019 career mode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, and or as always, comment down below what you guys thought of the season, any feedback, and you know, anything like that. Comments, good, bad, or anything in the middle. I'm all ears. I'm always, you know, ready to listen and hear what you guys have to say. But we're going to be running 110 AI for the new season as well, just to make it that tad bit extra challenging. Upgrade-wise, we've got 5 upgrades, I think, on the way. 4 major upgrades and a minor one to the chassis, so hopefully that'll make a big boost in performance as we head into Season 2. But yeah, Season 1 done and dusted, so thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. And until Season 2, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.